Hi everyone, it's Kristie here from KP Creatives with another video for Two Scrapbook Friends. Today I'm going to be using the Monster Mash collection pack from Photoplay. This is their Halloween line that was launched this year. When you purchase the collection pack, you get this great selection of papers. You get 2 pages of each paper in 12 by 12 size. On the backs of a couple of the papers, you have 3x4 cut aparts, and then the 3x4 cut aparts and 4x6 cut aparts, as well as a sticker sheet. So what we're gonna do with this kit today, I have been playing around with it, and I was able to make, hold on to your hats, 32 cards from this kit. Now, one thing to keep in mind if you're getting collection packs to make cards, and I really like to do that if I have a lot of cards to make for a certain occasion for people, is buy an extra sticker sheet, because you can always use additional embellishments, and then you can use those in your scrapbooks or memory keeping or your planners as well. So it doesn't hurt to get an extra sticker sheet. So all the cards I'm going to show you today were made with 1 kit plus a sticker sheet. I did use Neenah Solar White Classic Crest in the 110-pound weight for all of my card bases. So I took the sheets of 8.5 by 11, cut them down the middle, scored a 5.5, and then I did make a few 5x7 cards, which you'll see as well. And again, those bases are the Neenah Solar White Classic Crest 110-pound. There are a couple of things I added to these cards, and I just wanted to go over that quickly so you can get a sense of how little you actually need to be able to make this massive amount of cards. So I used a selection of Distress Oxides. You do not have to use Distress Oxides. The only purpose that I used ink for was edging around the edge of the paper. So I used colors that went with the collection. So whatever inks are your go-to inks, use those. So I used Hickory Smoke, so a dark gray. The purple that matched this collection really well from the Oxide line is Dusty Concord, Twisted Citron for green, and of course, Carved Pumpkin for the orange. So those are the oxides I used, and again, that was just for edging. And then I used some Nuvo drops. So out of the crystal drops, I used Green Apple, Violet Galaxy, Ripened Pumpkin, and Ebony Black. So those were the Nuvo drops that I thought went really well with this collection pack. And then on some of the cards, I wanted it to have a little bit more bling. So I used this pack of embellishments from Studio Katya. These are the flat-backed gems, and these are the exotic onyx pearls, and they are beautiful. So I attached those to some of the cards with a bit of liquid glue. So what I'm going to do today is show you the cards, just to give you a sense of how easy it is to pull together a massive amount of cards in a very short period of time. This took me an afternoon, and I really did not overthink the design. I kept it really simple. I did get into some paper tearing. I have not used paper tearing in years in my scrapbooks or my cards. And if you've never tried paper tearing, some of you who've been doing paper crafts for a long time, you might have one of those rulers that you can, put on your paper and peel up, and it creates a rough edge, but you don't need that. You can just simply tear your paper. If you have the Tim Holtz Decal edge trimmer, that would work awesome too. But again, you could just straight cut your paper. It does not have to be torn. I just thought for Halloween, it would create a bit more of a distressed look. So here are, you'll see there's pretty much duplicates of each of the cards, but I did mix them up a little bit depending on what stickers I wanted to use. So we have this one with the pumpkins. Basically, I used a full sheet of the 12 by 12 for the card background, and then anything that's raised up, you'll see I added a little bit of dimension on the card to pop up that piece in the middle with the stacked pumpkins. Those are all from the cut aparts. So this is our first set of 2, so pumpkin carving. And again, just adding the Nuvo drops for a little bit of embellishment. There was this great paper with like the mummy wrap and the eyeballs, and I thought it would be fun to just distress that a little bit more and just add a tiny sentiment sticker. And I added in the ebony black Nuvo drops for the eyeballs. So there's a few of these. I was able to get quite a bit out of them because I tore again that piece on the diagonal, which worked really well. And these sentiments are really fun. Boo to you, you don't scare me. Just some fun cards for Halloween. Halloween is such a fun time of year, and I really think this Monster Mash collection kit was a way to just embrace the fun part. You know, I'm just here for the candy. And I just added this sticker to this card, put it on this background paper, and added the Nuvo. You'll see that's pretty much the theme for all of these cards. But man, like I was able to crank out so many of these as I went through what was available in the collection kit. So this one, the hat initially on the cut apart has a purple band, and I just extended that by adding the Wicked sticker, which is in the sticker sheet, and then adding those gems from Studio Katya, and if the hat fits. I thought that was pretty fun. So that's the first 12. Let's go into the next set of the standard A2 size cards. So we've got our classic pumpkin with a happy Halloween sentiment. And again, this is where it's great to have that second sticker sheet because I was able to use exactly the same sentiment on this one. And then we've got some spiders. I'm personally terrified of spiders, so these cards are never a, you know, total joy to make. But you can see on this one that distress edging that I used, and this was using the Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide and then using the Violet, what was that Nuvo drop? Violet Galaxy Nuvo drop for the spider's eyes. So again, same design, just a different sentiment. And then we've got Witch's Brew with some of that green apple Nuvo serving as the bubbles coming up out of the cauldron, which was really fun. And I really love the colors in this striped background, and here's where I used the carved pumpkin Distress Oxide for the edging. And you can see it doesn't show up a ton on the dark colors, but it's just enough of a bit, it just finishes the look. If you use just the straight white, sorry, not the straight white, but if you use just the card itself without the edging, you sometimes get a little bit of the white edge, and so it really does give a nice finished look when you do that edging. So here's another one where I tore the paper around the edge of Your Fangtastic and added those gems from Studio Katya as the eyes for the vampire here. We have really standard, you know, October 31st, the big day. This border here was a sticker from the sticker sheet, and I've added the Nuvo drops for the eyes for the ghosts and a little bit of additional embellishment on the card. And then we have this one. I loved this Eek 3x4 cut apart. I thought that was really cute, and just added in the sticker and added colors on the eyeballs. I think that's pretty fun. So I send a lot of Halloween cards out to families with little kids. So these are really fun for them to be able to get in the mail and have some fun with Halloween. So then I did make a selection. There's 8 of these of 5x7 cards, which are normal, sorry, a little bit bigger than normal. I don't normally use 5x7 cards, but some of the 4x6 cut aparts were so big, and I didn't want to cut them down too much. So I thought this type of design worked really well. So I tore the paper around the Boo and then just added some of those gems from the Studio Katya set. So again, you get 2 out of the set because you get 2 pieces of paper. So this one, I tore the edge of this little scene, added in the cat and a sentiment, and I put it on another piece of this great black paper with the green googly eyes, and I added some gems to the eyes. I thought that could be pretty cool, just to make it look like there's other creatures watching over them. So that was the intention there of having those googly eyes, and I just used a couple of different stickers on this one. And then we have spooky, couple versions of this card. Again, the torn edges. I've got that triad of pumpkins and then the odd number of sequins. And in this one, instead of the pumpkins, I went with bats that are on the sticker sheet. And then we have Quit Your Witching. So I really liked these, the legs and the shoes of the witches. I think they're probably intended to be the other way around, but I thought it was kind of fun to have them upside down for Halloween. You know, everything's topsy-turvy and, you know, expect the unexpected. So I thought that was fun, and that rounds out the 32 cards that I was able to make with that one collection pack. So if you look at collection packs and you think, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna scrapbook all of those, or I don't know if I'm going to use all of them in my memory keeping, there are so many different things you can do with collection packs. And I really love them, like I said, to be able to make a whole ton of cards. It's a great way. So if you've got, you know, holidays coming up for Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, New Year, whatever you celebrate in your life, there's probably a collection pack related to it. So I would really encourage you to look at collection packs in a way of mass producing cards. It's a lot of fun, and with a few other items that you probably already have in your stash, whether that's gems or sequins or Nouveau drops, inks for edging, you know, twine, ribbon. I'm sure you guys have all kinds of those things available, and they would all add great embellishments to cards like this. So I hope you're having a great end of summer and looking forward to fall, and hopefully this provided you with a little bit of inspiration to celebrate the spookiness of Halloween. So if you liked this video, please take a moment and give it a thumbs up. We would also love to have you as subscribers to the Two Scrapbook Friends YouTube channel. So hit that subscribe button and you will be notified when we post new videos. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.